The Parent Education Program is an adaptation of the core curriculum of Florence Melton Adult Mini-School, a project of the Hebrew University of Jerusalem.
I'm a pediatrician, so I have 2 full-time jobs. And what brings me here, brings me into the PEP program is I've always wanted a program that entailed Judaism 101, kind of the basics Judaism, learning from holidays to rituals to ethicism, and I've been trying to push that kind of program in our own adult education. And when the Melton PEP program became available, the rabbi brought this up to me and asked if I wanted to do this, and I was very excited about doing something like this.
I was going to say it's more like going back to high school or college, but it's very different because that was so much more, at least for me, about facts and and processes, I guess. And this is more about understanding.
With the generous support of the Avi Chai Foundation, PEP has been developed to match the Jewish learning interests of young parents.
It's not another fad in parenting, but it's really saying, look, here's what Jewish tradition is, and here it is in all its glory of the past 3,000 years, and here it is where it can still speak to you as parents. It can be brought to life through you.
Goal of the class is to not just to learn it, but to hear different people's thoughts and perspectives.
This class is like the perfect amount of parent time dedication because we come in, we're intellectually stimulated, we have reading, we don't have lots of, there's not homework. If we choose to continue studying it and we have time, and it just fits so perfectly with where you're at when you have small children.
So that's, this has become a priority to me in my, spiritual life and home life. And I want to set, precedents for my children that this is what's number one in how we live.
It's nice to know that you know why you do everything. You don't just do it. And I think it's great that Mom is having like a second education with Jewish learning.
The main objective of PEP is to provide you with the opportunity for Jewish intellectual pursuit and to enable you to conduct a Jewish conversation within your family.
Sort of a way of life, a way to live, and learning for yourself as well as for your family. And in this class being PEP program, a way to sort of translate that to your children, and a lot of us have young children, and learning how to translate that and to sort of give them guidance, to help us give them guidance, sort of a roadmap for our life to help them. Well, she's going to pre-kindergarten at Chicago Jewish Day School next year. Yeah, the educational piece for us was really important.
When our children were born here, we made the decision to send them to Jewish preschool. And once the oldest one had got into, must have been about 3rd grade, we felt that we needed to further our education in terms of a Jewish education so that we could follow what he was learning and be able to offer the same kind of knowledge, the same kind of values, the same kind of ideas that he was getting in school at home too, or at least to understand what he was learning, because it was getting to the point where he was having much more knowledge than we had. So we decided to join Melton and grow that way.
I've put time away for myself. I took out 2 hours a week to come and do this. And I also like the fact that my kids see me going to school.
The teachers are wonderful, and my teacher for rhythms is a teacher at Solomon Schechter. And my daughter saw her in school one day and said, "Oh, you're my mom's teacher." So they'd like that.
The substance of the course allows us to put more to it than just the tradition, understanding where the tradition comes from.
Just have to make a commitment and do it.
Florence Melton brings it to life. Even though we're busy parents, there's purpose to what we're doing.
You should take Melton. It's perfect,